Welcome to the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame, where legends come to life, and the rich history of hockey in this city is celebrated like never before. Step into a world where the past meets the present, and immerse yourself in the stories and memorabilia of those who have left an indelible mark on the sport of hockey.
I mean, when you look around here, something that's easy to forget is just how much history is in the St. Louis area with hockey. It dates back to the 60s. It dates back even further than that.
We have so much memorabilia from the 1970s, 1960s. I mean, we've got some stuff from the 30s and the 40s, and I don't think they have any idea the depth of all of the memorabilia that we have.
I mean, it's incredible how much stuff they've compiled over the years. Seems like every single year we come back here, there's more and more. Honestly, the quality of the stuff has not deteriorated either, so it's kind of cool how they preserve the history of the game. Scott Rupp does a great job with all of that. I don't know who else helps him, honestly, but I know Scotty does a great job.
We have a friend of mine stores everything. We take care of it. We've laminated out just about everything. We got a whole bunch more stuff to do again this year, but we try to do our best in taking care of everything, and it's a pretty cool place to be.
I didn't know that there was this much here, this depth to it. You know, the stuff that's here from the 70s and 80s, again, before we had players go to the NHL, it was so pure. Like your dream, man, if you won a high school championship, state championship, that was it. That was the pinnacle. And you know, for a lot of kids today, it still is.
You can go and look on the tables and find Scotty Simpson was the Wayne Gretzky of high school hockey. It's a great avenue for a lot of kids that are only going to play up until they're 18. So, you know, they get to be the star for a few years. I mean, there's 3,000 to 5,000 people there. You don't get that with any of the AAA teams. So it's pretty cool.
You know, it took until 2005 or 6, I guess it was, for Cam Jansen to literally and figuratively knock the door down for the first NHLer from St. Louis. And since, more than 2 dozen strong, it's incredible, and there's only more to come. There's no glass ceiling on our city any longer.
We talked about the 22 kids that have played in the NHL, and that is tremendous. And all those roots are all of the founders and the builders and the coaches and the referees that have done so much to grow this sport, and they do not get the credit that they deserve. Let me tell you, they don't make it to the NHL without having that root.
If you go to Minnesota, for example, it's so massive that no one knows everybody, but here it's really a small world. So there's a lot of camaraderie between everybody in the community. So when we come together for events like this, it's really kind of cool to see how it's a brotherhood for all the players and families and everything like that. But being able to be from St. Louis, small town St. Louis in the Midwest, and be able to see NHL stars, it's pretty cool to see.
It's beautiful. You see all these people, not just hockey players, not just all of us that made it, but the builders, the coaches, old sticks back in the day, some of these old school rollerblades. And if you ask all these guys that made it, a lot of these guys grew up rollerblading in the basement or rollerblading here and there. And then that leads to ice, and then that's how it got rocking and rolling. I remember going to the Vipers games. Those are awesome. I think Scotty played for the Vipers.
I think it'd be really cool for people just to see what it is we do. They think that it's probably just go for a dinner and you have a couple of jerseys and a couple of trophies. You just need to come see it for yourself.
You really have to do your homework on it and really appreciate the guys that came through here. They're paving even more paths. There's so many kids at all these rinks. There's girls playing, there's boys playing. It's incredible. And so it's just built up so much, and I love seeing it. It puts a smile on my face.
We've had 111 people inducted, and we're looking forward to next year's crop, and it's going to be a good one.